2019 we had the main event.
Comfortable. You already know what it is. This is boy Homie Bird with it. So AKA Show at the front door back crazy. We got to get you a new tonight. We are second on with the main event staff. We got Big Raw, and DJ Hood Boy in the building. Shout out to Frank in the back. What up, baby? Strike like Barbie. You already know what it is. Let's get it. So, yeah. DJ, what you got for today, baby? Yeah. Damn. Yeah. People don't really understand what it is. This is 2 weeks already that I haven't been on. I was in Cali, you know, that Easter break.
You postponed the whole shit for 2 weeks, like.
Yeah, I had to go see my son, nigga.
No, I'm not talking about the sun part. I turn on the fucking IG and I see you in front of Nipsey shit. Like,
Yeah, oh, facts. R.I.P. I had to go out there and check the homies. You know, I know damn near everybody, all sets. So, you know, I had to go show my love, pay my respects. Like, I see people, what be funny though is sometimes when I tell my stories, niggas will really be looking at me like, get the fuck out of here, nigga. You ain't do all that shit. You ain't been through. I told you I wear glasses. I can't fight. So it's just what it is. Maybe it's the glasses. I don't know. I've been around. But, you know, so yeah, the California trip was good. I had my kids with me. My daughter flew out and went to check my son, you know what I'm saying? And that was actually me and my son first Easter together, yo. In 13 years, he just turned 13. So that was big, you know what I mean? That was big for me.
Legend.
So, you know, like my son live in Cali, of course I live in New York. I fly back and forth as frequently as I can. You know what I'm saying? I'm not rich, I'm rich in spirit, so when I get out there to see him, I'll go. You know what I'm saying? So I pay my tab like I'm supposed to as a dad, and you know, it was hard for me to raise a kid over the internet, but you know, FaceTime and shit, but it is what it is. That's a little bit about my life, but let's what we got going, man. But that trip was crazy though. Cali, I love Cali, yo.
But you know what? Cali. We gotta make them feel at home though.
Oh yeah.
We gotta make our special guests feel at home.
Definitely.
So you know how we do a Spice Talk on a Monday night, 8 p.m. We're gonna rock some joints and tell you our special guests is, alright?
Wow!
Oh yeah, you know how it goes down, Spice Talk, Monday nights, baby.
Maine Monday. Thanks for having us on the Maine Monday. Thanks for having us on the Maine Monday.
You already know Spice Talk, aka show up at the front door and be acting crazy. We have the Maine Event staff. Now I just want to tell everybody first what drew me to this tournament. I was reffing the game, right? Championship game. They called me. My brother was like, yo, I need you to come down to this big son. This shit crazy. I said, all right, I'm on my way. I get there, and the crowd was just engaged. You in the cage. And I never in my life, shout out to M-Dot too, because the nigga had to be so crafty, he had to shake the motherfucking fans to get a layup. Like, I never, listen, I've been a part of a lot of basketball, I've been to a lot of crazy places playing basketball, gambling, betting, drinking, clouds in the air. Bro, I never witnessed no shit like this in my life. I took my shirt off. I was like, stop this motherfucking game. I will not rest in this bitch if y'all don't act right. Yo, they was like, yo, bro, chill. So I'm like, you been the worst. No, I said, I know, but just not the night. This shit was crazy. And yo, I can't remember who it was though. He was standing at the free throw line. And nigga was at the free throw line, and a nigga with a bottle of Henny was standing right next to him. You're gonna miss! You're gonna miss! Cool chips. You're gonna miss! You're gonna miss! Cool chips, he went down, poured him a drink, he sat on the side, he started yelling from the side, let's go! Let's go! I said, yo, right there, fuck that, I'm putting a team in this bitch, I wanna play. Right? So that was my quick story about Maine Event. So, whoever want to lead first could just give just a brief history. You know, R.I.P. Maine. You know, I was blessed to meet Maine through the high school circuit. We would put our young high school team in Maine tournaments all the time, and then once we started our refereeing thing, he was like, yo, I'm fucking with y'all, yo. I was like, you know, my brother was like, yo, Maine fucking with us, we gonna do they shit. I was like, yo, nigga, lead the way, I'm with you. And from there, we here. So just the history. Y'all can take
Cat
over.
tell her he can start it. Some of my uncles started it together, so I'm gonna let Cat start it from the beginning.
A lot of fly phone cases out here today. Listen, a lot of Maine Event stuff in here today.
Nah, it's so crazy because the first year we started was right after. Yeah. So the first year we started, it was just we had just played in Roy Wood tournament,
Right.
played each other in the championship game, and then they was both like, "Nah, this is a headache, bro. I ain't trying to deal with this shit no more." So me and Maine sat down and was just like, you know what? Listen, you take care of the kids, I take care of the adults, and we meet in the middle for the high school. You feel me? So that first year, we hit it off. Everything started rolling. We had some good teams. Then by like year 3, it just like hit the fan. Like it just got crazy. We had all the top teams. Everybody was reaching out to us. And then unfortunately, you know, he had his passing, and we had to make sure that we carried the torch. So his nephew Raw, of course, helped out. Bling and Roy stepped up. And after that, we had some issues, of course, with couldn't do the parks and there were certain things going on. But
Something that's bad.
right, they didn't want us to have a park. They didn't want nothing good happening in the hood. They didn't understand how we could have these events with so many people and nothing was going on. And then it was just like, you can't hold us back because we went through every loophole and everything that you could think of to not have the tournament. So now we in year 8. Year 8, we got a brand new park, fly jerseys, we got everything. I mean, going the right way. So it's just like, it's nothing more you could really ask for. Just seeing it from year 1 to year 8.
The grind. You see what I'm saying?
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Just from going from 8 teams to now we got 24. And if I want to, I could go up to 32. So it's crazy. It's a blessing, though. It's definitely a blessing.
It's a dope look. Like I'm telling you, I was on the page today, and I seen the outfits, and I seen the uniforms. I was like, Eric, when I came in here, I was like, yo, you seen them uniforms? Shit was on my mind like it was a new Jordans that dropped. Like,
You know what's funny about New? It was like, how you gonna ask me if I seen the uniform?
I seen the shit. I was like,
I'm involved.
but you know what's fly, like the city and all that. When I was looking through all of them, I just upgraded each one. You know what I mean? And I know.
Yeah, that was something that a lot of people didn't understand either, where uniforms came from and what you got to go through to build those relationships so that the uniforms can grow every year and you can see something different. Yeah. And that's one thing that I do like about the guy that I work with, RG Sports, shout out to you, my guy. Like, he allows the ability to be creative and stand out.
And you know what? He loved pressing y'all shit. You can tell. It's made with pride, bro. Like the NBA, I look at that shit and be like, damn, yo, who did this? Like it looks official, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's kudos, man. That shit is dope, bro.
Yo, but real shit. A lot of people only see like the glory. You know what I mean? Like we got the jerseys out that's fire now, but it's been times where it's 45 minutes before a game and niggas gotta go and get jerseys for the team that's about to play. You know what I'm saying? Before we had jerseys, we had t-shirts. You know what I mean? We gotta run down on the dude making it like, yo, bro. You know what I mean? Cat like, yo, boy, we gotta go get the jerseys. We ain't got them for them right now. You know what I'm saying? We had to let somebody else wear somebody else shit. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of shit done happen on the come up. You know what I'm saying? That people don't see, and it's sacrifices that you gotta make. You know what I mean?
The show must go on.
That's a fact.
One year they didn't even give us the park. They had this, we had to use the center for the whole season.
We was in multiple parks. It wasn't even just the center.
Right. I remember that year. That's the year I lost in the center. Shout out to LG, man. But I gotta, when I talk about the main event, I gotta talk about LG because they my rivals. They know how to give it up. I don't care, but I ain't beat them yet. So, and they took 2 of my players last year, the year before. Yo, I was so fucking mad, yo. I was so mad. But that's how you. That's war.
Yeah, y'all got us one year in the semis. Yeah, y'all got us. I think that would have been our year, but you know, why not hit that buzzer? Yeah, Florida killed us. You know what I mean? That was epic in the center.
It was. I think Q1 had a flashback then too. Q1 had a flashback.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's my guy. He always, people don't really understand. Q1 always got a spot with my team. I don't care if he get old, fat. He got 4 bullets in him and he still played with me last year.
That's a fact.
And you know what I'm saying?
Keep him on 100 because I asked him to pull up for me like randomly one day. a tournament in Staten Island. Like Roy Boy was DJing. I played, like, we pulled out 5. I don't know how Keywan pulled up. He ended up having 40. We lost a half-court heave out there in Staten Island. That's a fact. He had 46 that day. Like, it was crazy.
Man,
so, you know, he always one of my favorite players in the main event
My
anyway.
God, forever.
Forever.
People don't realize that I can't even call him a friend. That's my family.
Yeah.
And anything he need from me, he know he got it. You know, shout out to Keys. But moving on, it's a lot of news to talk about with the main event and just Brooklyn sports. It's only 2. Everybody know it's only 2 adult tournaments that I really go hard for, and that is Maine Event and Gersh. You know what I'm saying? I'm from that side. I love my guys over there, and you know I always promote it. And you know I had Kelly rocking for a minute. I wanted to do an East and West, and never popped off because they never fixed our park. But you know, as soon as they put some money up there on the junction, you already know I'm gonna send that shit through the roof. Cause you know it's time. I like going around. I like going to everybody hood, everybody little area and corner. Everybody got their corners and they holding it down. And I want to play in it. And I want to put teams in it. And I want us to play each other. And I want us to have that good competitive Brooklyn basketball. Cause right now Coney Island killing the game. Coney Island definitely by far breed pros. Right? Shout out to Tiny. They breed pros. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that anywhere else didn't have a pro or 2.
They got the most.
They got the most pros.
Like, yeah, Lance.
And they coming right out of fucking Coney Island into the pros. Like, that's how it be feeling. Like, because you don't never get no schools that they was in.
I'm back here trying to keep it quiet back here. I'm trying to
Not to go off topic, Erk. Like you said, they ain't fix up your park. One year we had to fix up our own park, bro.
Yeah,
we went and bought rims. We went and bought metal for the back of the backboard.
Right.
We painted the
Everything.
courts.
That's a fact.
And they still kicked us out the hood.
But we couldn't get out. Only problem in Kelly, you playing on the hill.
It's on the hill.
And it's
Yeah,
mad
it's on the hill.
cracks.
Yeah.
Like
And that shit sideways.
If I had the construction hookup, yeah, I'd have broke that floor up and been rocking.
right.
But it's the floor.
It's the
That's
floor.
why I never asked none of my pros that I know to come. Nah,
Because you know under that floor is the A train.
You'll step right, and that's what they said.
It's the foundation of it.
Cracking that floor
Yeah.
fucks with the route.
Right.
So,
The
I mean,
foundation.
when they do decide to do it, however they decide to do it, maybe they don't even want to do it. But I know nothing never happened in that park on my watch ever. And if anything did happen, it had nothing to do with basketball. It was outside the park. You know what I mean? So, explain that. Explain that, because I know things happen in your tournament that, you know.
That was our first incident or whatever. Like, since then, the 8 years we've been running, while Maine was here, Maine wasn't here because he passed 2014. We have no incidents. That was the first one last year.
And that wasn't in the park. That had nothing to do with the game. You feel me? So, yeah, like, yeah. That's why the tournament still goes on. Because ain't nothing happening in the park. And people know, leave your shit outside those gates.
That's a fact. Like,
Kids
the respect
Inside that park, like that's a sanctuary, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's our church. Like once you step inside them gates, like you gotta leave all that outside. You know what I mean? Like we
I came down
understand.
there the first time brought my baby moms with me. She like, where we going? I was just like, to the hood. Fuck around. I was like, I'm going downtown. Wait till we come through. I'm coming through.
Like, you know, just leave that energy outside. Leave that energy outside that first gate, not the gate around the court. The first gate that you go into.
Right.
Leave that
outside.
The barbecue grill.
Yeah, where the grill is at. Leave it before you get to the grill. That's too close.
Leave it down by the school.
Contaminate the food.
Listen, that's a fact though, but the respect level has like had to grow. You feel me? So people was looking at it like, oh, this is that. Let me test things. But if you nip it in the bud early, all of that go out the window. So now it's all about respect.
What's crazy is that not to cut you off, but 9 out of 10 times, man, God is working so hard that He see y'all rocking in that park. Y'all gonna wake up one day and that fucking park gonna have bleachers. That park gonna have everything that y'all wish they had when y'all was doing it. Because best believe we don't know who's looking.
Yeah.
They know who they sent to go look at that park. Because you see how they got the skate area park?
That's a fact.
That shit could throw.
But, you know, ultimately it start with us. You know what I mean? Like it start with us.
They see the park being used every year. They're like, oh, we gotta do something. These guys, this is serious.
We've been down from the start. Like since my uncle passed in 2014, like we've been holding cat down. Me, Roy Boy, Adidas Bling. Like I'm the best commentator in the city in Brooklyn. whatever you want to call it. DJ Roy, but he the house DJ of the Maine Event. He the Bling, he the cameraman. Cat the CEO, he the commissioner of the Maine Event. He the one that's making sure the schedule is right, scheduling all the games, making sure all the teams come together, having all the teams in the tournament, making sure everything right. So from there, we just hold it down together and keep the tournament moving and pushing. RP Maine, one of the best coaches ever.
Facts.
Just
Like
keep
Aggie
his
too,
name alive. RP Aggie too.
RP Aggie, something different.
What you talking about is straight grind. This ain't no overnight shit. This ain't no overnight. I went down there physically. This shit is not
Like Cat
overnight.
said, like bro, you wanna really talk about it. How I look at the Maine Event, like I look at it as old as my son is, because my son was 6 months. Like Cat said, when I first threw the tournament, me and my brother, they supported my idea off the rip. Like I was fresh off the plane. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna do a tournament. They like, we gonna do that. Like, you know what I mean? We did it. It happened. Like Cat said, I got stressed out with it. On top of a fresh son, I'm like, you know, I really can't give all my attention to that. On top of I just had a kid. So now, Cat and Maine, they took that over. But we just jumped right in tune with it. I was like, yo, what could I do to help? I just started holding the camera. You know what I'm saying? Like,
shout out to the camera work.
that was it.
Without the camera, they're not gonna see what's going on.
And not even to my own horn. I wanted to say this. I wanted to say this on Spice Talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, not to toot my own horn. Like I made a post the other day on Facebook. Like, it wasn't about nobody. It wasn't about nothing. But y'all got to get more creative than that. Y'all still in my top 10 moves. Like, no tournament had no top 10 till the Maine Event came with that. Like I came to my guys and like, yo, let's start the top 10. Cause I had the camera, I was having so much footage. I'm in the crib like, wow, look at this, look at this. I went Sports Center. You know what I'm saying? And we got Maine in the food for when you smoking the TV too. We doing both. You know what I mean? You get Roy Boy got you with the get over here, you get dragged, you making Maine in the food.
Yeah, I went to some tournaments too. Niggas stole my sound effects. I ain't gonna call them out. Niggas had to get over here, got him. Like, I'm hearing all of that in these big tournaments, NBA sponsored tournaments.
Facts.
I ain't gonna say no name.
That's a fact.
That's it. Just know it came from the Maine Event first, man.
That's a fact. NBA sponsored tournaments. It's still in my top 10. Y'all not that innovative, man. I'm gonna do something else. I ain't even doing top 10 no more, man. I'm making straight movies now.
You know they sent the decoys out.
They send them out.
Slogans on the mic.
They'll buy the burger, they'll buy the drinks. Just to sit around and
Stamp that though, that's stamped. Smoke the TV is
I'm hearing
stamped.
that everywhere else, like Smoke the TV, that's us. You can't steal that. That's Maine right there. You see the logo?
Now, one person I do want to shout out that is not here right now, my little sister.
Facts.
She holds his name.
She completes the Fab Five.
That's a fact.
She completes the Fab Five.
Here.
shout out to the first
Make
lady.
sure, you feel me?
Shout out to
First
the
lady of the
first
Maine
lady.
Event.
She tuned in.
She keep the books right, she keep the table right, she make sure everything
Fact.
And she make sure y'all pay that rep fee.
Yeah.
And I asked her for that stat check, sis is on point. She don't play. Sis, I need a stat check. She did. She got it.
Shout out to all the kids on the sideline. Shout out to all the kids on the sideline too. They be lit.
Kids love it, Tony.
Yeah, they be lit.
That's why we just trying to keep it lit for the community, the kids, the people, because they love it. Every summer we get them something to do.
That is right.
Ain't facts.
So what we're gonna do right now, DJ New gonna hit us with some new, like he do. Give y'all a little break, then we come back and we ask some more questions and we get right to it. Shout out to everybody chopping in. Oh, yeah, man.